Hello, hello. I was just starting to say, I feel like how many of y'all can relate that are on here already? I woke up this morning, I was like, is it Monday? Is it Sunday? I know it can't be Sunday because the kids have to go to school, but what day of the week is it? Right? It's like this was madness. And I even hopped in a leadership chat and was like, do we do an event tonight or do we not do an event tonight? Because we had an event scheduled, but one of the things that we really want to get away from on this team this year, especially, is anything that's last minute. Sometimes last minute things will come up like this call, right? Where we have extra time, a couple of us can pop on, we can do some stuff together and we can row together. But the last thing that I want for this team to feel like is the scramble all the time. Like, where am I supposed to be? Where am I supposed to get things from? What am I supposed to be doing? Because at the end of the day, what I know I feel like is when I wake up like today on a Thursday and it has not been pre-planned, like we haven't done the IPA, we haven't kind of rode the ship together, that then we just end up throwing it together last minute. And then I don't know about y'all, but I feel like I've failed. And then that just adds to all the feelings that we don't want to feel. And so that is why we didn't do an event tonight. I know we talked about this on the Zoom that y'all watched back to get into this leadership chat, but we will do next week an IPA week, kind of leading up to. So, working on our winning day worksheets together, how many people we're going to be reaching out to and getting that flow and that system down. And so we can really, really start running together. And Robin, you're completely fine. My goal now, so Robin in the chat, for those of you that can't see it, that she saw all the things that we were supposed to do today because she was at work. That's one of the things that I really want to get away from, and something that I am really striving for as a leader on this team. I have gotten into the habit because I am at home during the day that I pop things into our chat during the day. And then those of you that are working all day get out, and what do you feel like? Bah, right? Like, can't do this. And that's the last thing that I want for any of y'all. So, and that was part of deciding not to do the chat because I didn't want you guys to feel the rush. And then what happens when we feel the rush? We are not reaching out authentically, right? We're just like sending mass messages just to send mass messages, and that doesn't feel good to any of us. Because the reason that we do this is that we genuinely care about people and we want to be able to reach out and have that be something that we're doing. So that's what I wanted to do tonight, to really just open it up, to ask any questions and to walk y'all through a couple of things that we are going to be doing on the team. Y'all probably felt yesterday, if you have notifications turned on, that every 2 seconds it was like, Brianne Coolidge is posted here, and Brianne Coolidge has started another chat. Brianne Coolidge has removed you from a chat. Um, because I really spent the majority of yesterday, I mean, 8+ hours just sitting at my desk, really trying to organize things going forward so that we have that. And so I'm going to walk you guys through a couple of those things right now that I am going to be doing and posting in our team chat. And what we do, and what Robin just said is a great example of this. What we are going to be doing daily is not going to change. Okay. So I don't want anybody feeling like at the end of the day, because you see 10 plus messages or 99 plus messages in our team chat, that you're lost. The motions that we do every single day are going to be the same. And I also really am striving, by 6:30 most mornings, whatever the topic is for that day is going to be posted for you. I start waking kiddos up at 6:30, but I usually am up like an hour and a half before that. And so part of my winning day and my miracle morning, is going to be making sure that things are in the team chat for us, because I know we do better when we row together and when we're not feeling lost. Okay, sound good? Everybody good? Anybody have any questions? Feel like you want to unmute, say anything? We're good. Okay, let me show you a couple of the things that I have been loading into our team page, along with, I'm going to share, everybody is good with winning day worksheets, right? Because Mina spent Monday night kind of going through that for all of us. If you did not see the winning day worksheet, Actually, let me just pull one of these up for you. You can pick what this looks like for you. But if you go into our albums, actually, if you go into the files section of our team chat, what's pinned, so y'all know this, right? If you open up our team chat, and y'all can do this right now. So go to the Freedom Co. and then runners, and you click at the top of that chat. This is what we're talking about when we, I'm so sorry. I just saw people I added to the chat. If you guys go to this view media files and links, so in our chat, every single picture that ever gets shared, you do not have to scroll up through 9,000 messages. You click on the top of our chat. So click on the top of our chat wherever you're at right now, and then scroll down to where it says view media files and links. That's going to bring up, and then across the top, you'll be able to see it says media file links. So every picture that we share, it's there. Every link, every file. So like the coaching questions that I put in there, the winning day worksheets that we've loaded. If you go to files, that's all in there for you. Do not ever feel like you have to scroll endlessly up through our chat to find things that are important that are posted. And then same thing with links. Anytime we post a link to a podcast, a link to a recording for our Zooms, all of them are all there for you. So number one top tip, don't scroll endlessly through our team chat. Ask me or go to those spaces first. Same thing, our calls, I'm trying to simplify this too, right underneath of that. If you go to the pinned messages, so if you click back on the top of the chat, scroll down to where it says pinned messages. So that's where every call that we do, y'all, whether it's Mina in the book study, whether it's our Monday night calls, if we do a Zoom like this, it's going to be the same call always. No more like, oh, Thursday night, it's an opportunity meeting. Let me find that link. It's always going to be the same. And then I also have our YouTube channel up there too. Every single Zoom that we do, including this one, is going to get uploaded to our YouTube channel. So if you follow that YouTube channel, say tonight Robin couldn't get on because she was at Dance with Allie, she's going to get a notification as soon as I upload that. Hey, Freedom Collective, there's a new video that's been posted. She won't even have to wait for me to post it into our team chat. She's just going to get notified. So we're simplifying things every single place that we can. But the reason that I started all of this, if you go to our albums, I really tried to clean a lot of these up. These middle albums, y'all, are literally just images, like active images. They've been there. You can use them if you need something for a story. But there is this IPA checklist that you can go to. There's tons of different winning days on here. I'm actually going to delete this one really quick because I made a different one. Actually, I'm not going to delete that yet. Sorry, because there's some information on there that we can get. But know that the winning day worksheet, they focus in on the pillars. I am really, really encouraging y'all, pick one and stick with it. I don't need y'all. You don't need to print out an IPA sheet for every single day that you're going to be doing one. Okay. Write it in a notebook. Those of you that got the planner that a lot of us got, when you get that planner and you flip to it, or any planner that you have, you can do your winning day worksheet right inside this so that you always have it. Write down your follow-up in there. Mina is a master at this. Maybe she can take a picture of one of her other planners and post it for you. Do not get overwhelmed with her genius and like all the different colors and stuff. Mine does not look like that ever. But the important part is just writing it down, right? Like write down who you're following up with, write down your teammates who you need. And we're going to go over that more. But my top tip for y'all is that it is not changing every single day. When I sit down to work, I open up my back office. I'm going to show you kind of what the steps are for that tonight so you can really hit the ground running with this. And another thing that I'm really trying to do this year is to show y'all exactly what I'm doing. Because I think sometimes we look at other people and we're like, oh, what are they like? What are their magic tips? There's no magic tip. It's the same thing every single day and it's reaching out to people. So pick one of these IPA sheets and just do it, right? Whether it's the one that Mina went over that's uploaded into our team chat or it's something else that y'all want to go over. So I just uploaded this picture into our team chat. This is something that I kind of just do every single day. And so I put this in there for y'all too. I just wanted to go over it with you really quick so that you can ask questions about it. A big thing, and y'all have heard me start talking a lot about this. Whatever you can do, like this month, if you, for example, you want your 100 PV to run in the first week of the month. Jess is top on my screen, and she already has her 100 PV for the month. She's already commission qualified. Here's why this is really important, and I'm going to be vulnerable with y'all right now about this. There is somebody on our team that years and years ago used to share. They never commission qualify, meaning they never get their 100 PV until usually like 11 p.m. on the last day of the month. Why is that a big deal? Because they have a big team underneath of them, and it usually drops my points about 250 points. Why is that a big deal? Because I have no idea where I'm ending at the end of the month. I'm telling you this because you want to start coaching your team to always have their subscription set on the first day of the month, because then your points aren't going to be fluctuating. If you start practicing that with every single person that you have, like once they hit senior silver or gold, tell them that. Like, hey, let's get your 100 PV at the very beginning of the month so you're commission qualified. You don't have to worry about it. Because the bigger your teams get, and it's going to happen, I see it happen over and over and over again in our company, you want them to have that 100 PV first. Now, I am not saying if you are on this call and you have a subscription that runs on the 28th of the month, do not feel bad about it. It's not something that most of us even think about, right? But as a leader and as somebody that sees this happening, I want to make sure that you guys have it. So, like this month, if you're going to order that healthy combo and it's the $20 off, order that now while it's discounted or after Super Saturday when new products and all of that stuff start coming out and you place an order for 100 PV, go in and bump your subscription back to the first or the second of the month, second or third of the month if you want to, so you can always see what the discounts are. Does that make sense to everybody that's on here? Okay, so that's why that's the first line. Do you have your 100 PV personally? I always try to make sure that I get mine the first or second of the month. Winning day worksheet, that's what we just talked about. Point goal for the day. How many of y'all watched the video that I posted today? If you did, that's going to make sense. Robin, it's okay. Don't do that to yourself. It was a really busy day. You have tons of time to watch it. If you did not watch it, message me and I will send it personally to you so you don't have to do the scroll. You don't have to go through the links. But I talk about this sheet right here and mapping your month. And so what that looks like, if you have watched it, this will make sense. But if you have 10 orders that you need to get, you know that your point goal for the day when you wake up, you want to at least strive for one more order that day. So that doesn't make us wait until the 28th of the month and then strive for all 10 of our orders. So that point goal for the day, when you wake up and you write it in your calendar, you know, if you have 6 points when you start the day, what am I striving for at the end? It gives us something to push for. And then I go down through, and I want to really break this down for y'all because this is a little bit something that's new. But who are you contacting every single day? Who had your orders? Some of y'all are already getting really good at this. But your daily orders for the day, tag them in that consistency club for the Freedom Collective. And I'm going to pause here just for a second so I can show this to you. So in the Freedom Collective, actually, let me pull up another. Got 7,000 tabs open already. What's one more? So in the Freedom Collective page, the very first tab that's here is this Consistency Club shout out. Every single time, and you'll see when you roll down through this, that we have people that are tagged. Like she is not in the team page. I sent her an invite. She hasn't accepted it yet, but tag every single person. Like Ash tagged, she qualified because her subscription ran. So this is a way that we want every single one of y'all to get your people into our team page so that they feel the community, send them a link, let them know that this is going. At the end of the month, I would love nothing more than 1,000 comments on here from you guys tagging and from people commenting. And then we're going to do this giveaway based on that. So the way that you find this is if you go into your back office and you just simply scroll through and go, if you double click, if y'all don't know this, in your back office, I always revert back to the original view just because I'm old school. But if you double click on order status, it will tell you every single person that ordered that day. So when they order, I'm scrolling down through like this person, it was their membership. And this person, see how there's 0 points given. They didn't have enough PV. But if they had an order that went through, go back and tag them in this post. That's what the first part of this winning day worksheet or this daily rounds part is.
I'm sorry, Bree, can I interrupt? Can you just show me one more time how to, because when I go on my phone, it looks really different than how you are on your computer.
It probably does
And
because
I have no idea how to find
Yep.
that chat.
let me stop sharing just for a
I'm
second.
sorry.
I'm trying to not show people's personal information.
Yeah. No, I get that. I'm
Over on
sorry.
this side.
I
I
lost.
love that you've asked this. Love, love, love. Okay, so when you go in to your page, yours probably looks like, you share again. Yep. So yours probably looks something like this. It's the new back office. Oh my gosh, wrong tab. Sorry. It looks something like this.
No, I meant the Freedom Collective. I'm good with that. I'm good with both.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I meant the Freedom Collective chat where we tag people like that.
Yep.
I can't find.
You're probably what you're seeing is the discussion if you're on your phone. Click on the featured part, Robin. I love that you asked this. So then when you click featured, that show it to you. Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
I love you. Thank you.
Yeah, no, I'm so glad that you asked because if you need it, then other people need it too. Sometimes pinned posts and featured on phones and depending on your Facebook browser are different. So that's where you're going to go to tag everybody. That's also where we have a lot of other, like the important stuff for January. I always tag that in the featured part too, so that you guys can just click that and see the most important stuff first. So that's what I mean when in this part right here, the daily orders, tag them in the Freedom Collective page. Go through, sort them in your back office. Same thing, credit card declines. If you see that somebody's subscription is under 100 PV, reach out to them, ask them what their goals are, and if there's anything else that you can help for to try to bump that up before the subscription goes out. I try really hard to do that. Perks reports and then refunds and returns so that I can talk to people about those things. So that worksheet, that graphic is something that I'm going to be posting in with leaders every day. Like, hey, my daily rounds are done for the day. Just as one more accountability check. Okay. I want y'all to just take some time on your own to go down through and just kind of look through the albums. I tried to clean them up a ton. This one, for those of you that are like leading and growing, I put some of the useful tips. Like this is something that I use every single day. That's an exaggeration. I don't use it every day. I try to use it every day because I want to always be telling people how to make posts. But in this link, and it's linked in there for you, it has a link to all of the social media first posts that you can make. So just take a second and kind of go down through those albums and familiarize yourself with them. Everything is linked there for you, but I know sometimes it just feels like a lot. And so maybe next time you find yourself scrolling reels for 20 minutes, take some time to scroll our team page instead and just familiarize yourself with it. One of the biggest things that I use over and over and over again, this album with the monthly incentives and calendars, this is not going to change, y'all. I'm not changing it. So, and this has been there for months and months and months. We just don't talk about it. But this album will always be there. And every month I just update it with January stuff. So discounts are in there, graphics for, what we're doing as far as money and all the things. Our team links are in there. It's all there for you. So that's in one of the very first ones. And then another one that I use a ton is these getting started guides. So as soon as you have somebody that orders, and there's a couple of different ones to choose from, there's individual products, and then every single combo that we have has a getting started guide. So when people order, that's what you send them so that they know. They're all in there for you. Um, and then this one, the sharing graphics, I use that one a lot too. I actually sent this one to somebody today, and I know Wendy did too. Like if they've shared their link, how to upgrade, how to do a share a cart. If you have somebody that's brand new and you can't jump on the phone with them and they're trying to share a cart, all of this stuff is in there for you. Perks, if somebody wants to know how to redeem them, registering through Pivotal, creating payment vouchers. So all of that is in there for you. Just you'll have to take a couple of seconds and really kind of look through some of that stuff. Okay. Questions? I'm going to check up on the coaching calls. No, Ange, I'm going to still use the same link that we've always used for coaching calls. So individual coaching calls will still use that same accountability only because I want them to be for you. And so if somebody else were to just happen to jump on, I want them individualized because that time is personal. Yeah, Baker, I love that. And whenever you get to your back office is when you get to it. But what you cannot do in this business and really grow is only log into your back office once a month, right? Or even once a week. Like you've got to do it every couple of days so that you really have a feel for what's happening and where people are going. But same with our team page. If you don't have to catch up on everything all throughout the day, every day, but we've got to have a pulse on where things are. So hopefully cleaning that stuff up will help you a ton. And I'll have things loaded in our chat for the day beforehand. Do you guys have any questions about anything or want to go through anything? I didn't mean to capitalize on explaining it. I hope that, Jess.
So hopefully you can hear me. She's really fussy right now. But the when Robin, I think it was Robin that said like, "Oh, I missed all the things that we were supposed to do today." What is that? Maybe I missed that too.
The thing I missed that I was just, I'm sorry, I'm stepping on you, Bree, but the thing that I missed was it said to upload a video like with your story. And I was like, oh man, like, like I didn't do that. And then the other thing that we're supposed to post about, which Sam, you did do that. I saw your post about you did that. But I didn't do any of it.
No, too, Robin, that what I really want to stress to y'all is in that grow chat, especially, those are always just ideas. Okay. So if there is something that you don't get to, but you do the bare bones, like you do your winning day worksheet and you post somewhere about Plexus, you've done it, right? The rest of it, like, yes, this is busy at the beginning of the month because we're making some switches and like I posted this video today to really help y'all. Now we're on another Zoom. So the beginning of the month is always a little bit extra. But if you don't get to every single thing, and at the end of the day, you go to bed and you're like, I put up a post, I followed up with my team, and Robin, you are the queen of team chats. Like, don't ever feel like it's less than if you've done those things, because that's what really moves your business, right? Putting up a specific post that was in the grow chat, like that doesn't have to happen. And those things don't ever actually have to happen. I probably will use very few of those posts because I'm doing other things now that I'm super comfortable with posting and talking about it. Those things are just there as ideas.
And I want to say to Jess too that yes, you, your post today or your comment today about, I think it was about like, following up, or I forget exactly what it was, but it inspired me today so I went back through to a bunch of my people, and um, your person who ghosted you for a while. And I was like, oh, because I have a bunch of VIPs who they were ordering. And there's a couple, I mean, and then there's some who order, but they just don't talk to me. So anyway, so I like reworded what you had said and I sent it out to a bunch of them. I didn't get any responses yet. They haven't even read them, but I did go through and I sent about 6 of those out today. So that was cool. So thank you.
You're welcome. I think it's easy to just like get offended and be like, oh, it must be me. Like, what did I do? Why won't they get back to me? But truthfully, we don't ever know what somebody's going through. So when I ran into him at the store, his face, I was like, I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to help you. So, like I said, it just opened it up, but we just never know. So, yeah, I'm glad it helped.
Yeah. Thank you.
I can speak for that too for Jess. Like she messaged and felt so bummed because he was like running for it. And then that chance encounter, and now he's signing up his wife, or they're like his wife is signing up. Right. So I think it's such a testament to not, like Jess said, making it personal and keep reaching out to people.
Mhm.
We have no idea.
Yeah. And I think too, what she said too was key, that, hey, through the holidays, it's so easy to, fall off. And me too, like the past few months, like I gained a few pounds and I'm just like, oh my God, like, and it's hard to motivate others if you're not as motivated and you're getting lost so I opened up that as well. I was just like, hey, I'm getting back to it now, and basically that. But yeah.
I was just going to say, people appreciate your honesty because they want to know, like, ugh, even she got off track. So I just try to be as real as possible. Like, we all get off track. So, but people appreciate that because then they can relate to you.
Yes, let them.
Let them.
And sorry, I made a face when you were talking because Ariel put a fingernail in front of me that fell off, and I was just like, oh, so I hope you didn't think I was making a face at you when you were talking.
That's the best. Momming at its finest. All right. So if y'all have any questions or you have anything else, please feel free to message me at any point in time. Overwhelm might be a choice, but overwhelm is also very real, right? And sometimes we just need to be able to lock arms and really get out of that together. And so at first, my mom and I were just talking about this today because she has a bunch of stuff with taxes with my dad's business and phone numbers that all need to be switched over. And she was like, it just seems like it's going to be so hard to do. And I was like, but afterwards, it's going to be so easy and so simplified. And sometimes when things are like this and it's faced with us, she just needed to talk it through. And same with us. We just need to talk it through, and we need to be able to really dive in, do this stuff, and do this stuff that we're doing to really iron out all of the changes, because it's going to make it so much simpler in the long run. All right. I love y'all. Hopefully that was helpful. When you see me posting like morning rounds are done or daily rounds are done, that graphic is what we're talking about. And I would love, as leaders on the team, if you start blowing that up too. So if you get it done first thing in the day and you put it in the team chat, because that is what's going to happen, right? A rising tide lifts all ships, and we're going to run together this year. And I fully, fully believe that and feel that. All right. Good night, everybody. Love you guys.